Okay. I hope that you can hear me. And if you can't, just let me know. This is the first time I've ever done a haul video. So I have no idea what I'm doing. Can you hear me? I just want to make sure that everyone can hear me before I go into everything. Blue Earth, can you hear me? Okay, awesome. Awesome. Okay, so if you guys follow me on Instagram, you know that I did a huge shopping spree on Monday for Columbus Day. I know, anyone know how to make that bigger? This is my first time doing this, so bear with me. I'm still learning how to do this. So, okay, I'm glad you can hear me. And source alignment. Okay, I'm trying to figure this out. I can drag it and make it bigger. All right, let's see. Oh, thank you. Yes. All right, awesome. Hopefully this works. Yay! Thank you so much. Okay, so this is my first time doing a live video, and I'm so excited that you're here. If you follow me on Instagram, you know that I had a huge haul from Monday, and as you can see behind me, there's just like stuff everywhere, okay? So here's what I thought I would do. I got over 200 things, so instead of being like, oh, I'm going to show you 200 things, I decided I was going to get my canned wine and do my favorite part of sourcing and everything, shoes. There are about 40 pairs of shoes in here that I got yesterday. Let me see if I can find my little breakdown here. Okay. So I spent about $700 on Monday. I have not shopped in a few weeks, and I ended up buying, part of this haul is 43 pairs of shoes, and there's over 200 items. So, cheers. Thank you for joining me on my first, as I spill it all over me. That's awesome. Okay, so I'm just going to get started. All of the shoes are down here under me, and I'm just going to get them and put them under the bin. All right. Oh, the data guru is on, guys. Say hello to him. Okay, if you watched our data webinar, I think he turned the setting off on the camera that I figured out, so he didn't have to be on the camera. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, the data webinar for inventory, go watch my other video about that and click on the link and sign up for it, and you will get access to that. It's totally free. All right, so we're just going to get started. I found, now, I don't really like selling these boots on eBay because they're so, if you guys have any ideas on how to ship these giant heavy boots on eBay, I think that they're great to sell on Poshmark because you can just take these, throw them in the box, throw the label on them, and then you're ready to go. So I have a pair of, these are Chukas, size 7, they're navy blue, they're really super cute. And actually, I'm going to put those on the floor because they're... And then these Marc Jacob babies I got. These are so cute. They're pink and black. And you can see Marc Jacobs. They're so cute. Oh my gosh. Did you say hi? All right. And these are a size, I don't know. I have to look up what size these are. These are size 40. So what is that, a 9? I think, oh, you need them in a 9. That's what they are, size 9. All right. So these are, if you are interested in any of this stuff, go over to my Instagram at Boss Lady Resale and send me some DMs And it's just going to be first come, first serve, whoever pays. That's what I'll do with these before I get these listed this week. So these are a size 40, which I think is a size 9. Okay. All right. So there's another pair of boots in there somewhere. All right. Let's go to, I got these H by Halston stilettos. These are a size, I don't know what size they are. They're not that big, but they're super cute. They're like caged. You guys can see that. High heels. All right, these are Jeffrey Campbell wedges. Let me see if I can, hang on a second. I'm going to turn, sorry guys, that was really close to my face, huh? All right, there, that's better. I think you can see better. Okay, so I got these Jeffrey Campbell wedges like this. Yes, I have all of these items. Everything that I bought yesterday, I paid less than $5 for. So I just took everything that I bought and I divided it up by the number of items because I went to a ton of stores. The prices were all kind of low, so I just did it that way. All right, I am obsessed with these and I'm hoping that they might fit me. They're mini Tonkas and these are rabbit fur boots. You can see they've got like the pom-poms, the rabbit boot pom-poms on the side. They're so cute. And these are a size 7, I think. So I was going to see if my foot would fit in them. But I can't keep them all. That's what I have the problem with, is I can't keep all of these shoes. So obviously they have to go up for sale. All right, next up I got these Shoe Dazzle boots. And these literally come up to my thighs. I don't know if I can show you without falling on my ass, but they're like, here, let's see if I can do it this way. All right, so these boots go all the way to like my butt. These aren't even thigh highs. These are like pants, but they're super duper high. And I got them because they are maroon suede. They're in really good shape. They've barely been worn. They're a 6.5, which is my size. But they're just really unique, and they won't be too expensive, so someone should snap those up because those are back in stock. The young kids are wearing those nowadays. Apparently I say things like that. All right, so these, you can't go wrong with Clarks on eBay, really on Poshmark too. But Clarks are super comfortable. People will buy them, resell. I've sold them in really crappy condition. These are actually softs, but Clarks and softs and naturalizers, those shoes people really like to buy, pre-owned. So these are they're really, really cute wedges. They're in good condition. I tried to buy shoes that were in really good condition on Monday because I thought I really didn't want to spend any time cleaning them up. I really wish someone will love these forever. These are Aldo 41, so that's a 10, right? 41 leather ankle boots. The problem with buying heels in this size in this height, at this shoe size, is it's harder to find buyers because most people who wear a size 10 are already really tall. So the last thing that they want to do is add 5 inches to their height, right? So, but these are in such good shape, and they were such a great price, I had to pick them up. All right, I loved these so much that I bought them. I way overpaid for these, but in my experience, I have sold every single cowboy boot that I have ever for always over $50. And I paid $20 for these, but they're just fantastic. I love the color, I like the style. They're in really good shape. So they are keepers. Not for me, but keepers to sell. Okay, where did that other shoe go? I'm already losing stuff. These are Cole Haan wedges, so they're black suede Cole Haan wedges, and I will take a suede brush to these, and these are a size 10 too. So apparently I got a whole bunch of ladies size 10 shoes, but they're Cole Haans. And then the other ones that I showed you, these which are similar, are Jeffrey Campbell. So we got little bitty Jeffrey Campbell, bigger foot Cole Haans. All right, and then these are, again, Clark's ankle booty. Clark's, 'tis the season for ankle booties. So these are, what size are these? Sometimes it takes forever to find the size in these shoes. I don't know. They're small. They're a 7. So these ankle booties are a 7. Okay. These Cole Haan Beauties, blue patent leather. The only thing about these is that they are a smaller size. So these are a 5.5. They have the Nike Air in the bottom of them. And I used to wear these all the time when I worked in an office because they're so super comfortable. These Cole Haan shoes are just awesome. Those are a 5.5. I got Franco Sarto suede ankle booties. These are just, you know, wear them with jeans or tights or leggings, whatever. They're real basic suede booties. And they look like about an 8 to me. I'm going to have to dig out the size, but I think they're about an 8 or a 9 on those. Okay, I'm going to take a swig of this. The blue boots. The blue Chukkas. These blue boots are 7s. But I have another pair somewhere in this thing. Oh, the Cowboy boots? Hold on. I don't know. I have to figure out what size they are because it's deep inside the leather. But I'll figure out what size they are. Now, you can't go wrong. Another brand you can't go wrong with, even if they're in not great condition, are Doc Martens. And if you have shoes like this that you sell or you want to sell, I encourage you to buy the Doc Marten Wonder Bomb. I don't know if you can see that, but I list this in most of my videos. I have a tool, like a reseller toolkit video that I have like everything that I use to get my stuff ready. But basically, let me see where. So it comes like this. It has a sponge. If you don't know about this stuff, I'm going to show you what it does. So see how these are, I don't know if you can see, they're kind of scuffed up, right? So you just take this stuff. It comes with a little sponge. You scoop it up onto the thing, hold the shoe, and then you just make circles on the shoe, and it will brighten these babies right up. And I even rub this on the side of the shoes and everything, and it just makes, you can pretty much put these on any boots, but I do test them somewhere first on boots to make sure that they, you know, aren't like completely ruining it. I don't know why. I've yet to have this stuff ruin anything, but you can just, I don't know if you'll be able to see in this lighting, but this is the one that I just did, and this is the bad one. Anyway, this stuff's amazing. It's called Dr. Martens Wonder Psalm, and these are the, these have the side buckles on them. These are a 5.5, but again, since they're made in England, I need to look them up to see what size they really are. I think that means they're a 7.5. So I'm pretty sure it's 2 sizes smaller, but anytime you have a UK brand, you want to make sure you look up the actual manufacturer's size for them. And that way, if you can, sometimes I'll take a screenshot of the sizing chart and include it with the listing so people have an idea of the sizing, and if they decide they don't want it or it doesn't fit, I have proof that that is literally the size of the manufacturer or the sizing chart from the manufacturer when you're converting sizes, because they don't all convert the same. So be careful when you're using like a universal sizing converter, because they don't always translate. All right. Now, I did buy some men's shoes. I think I said in my last video, I opened a closet for the Data Guru. So I did buy some Cole Haan penny loafers. They're in really good shape. I don't know if you can see these. I like buying men's shoes that are in really good shape. And I like selling men's shoes because they're really easy buyers. A leather filler. I've never used a leather filler. So I don't know. I don't know the answer to that. All right. I got Tahari shoes. These are just brown leather. Little Tahari. They're cute open-toed leather shoes. And again, I'll probably use the same stuff on them to get them ready to go. They're size 9.5. They're 9.5. Again, another pair of Clarks. Patent leather, round toe Clarks with a block heel. I don't know. I don't have to figure out what size those are. They're like probably an 8 or a 9. I got Franco Sardos. I got 2 pairs of these because they were so cheap, but they're just basic like loafers. And these are naturalizers. I got 2 pairs of these too. I did a couple pairs of these, so I'll, judge these all up and get them ready to go. The thing about doing that kind of like leather conditioning is that it's super easy to do and it doesn't take that long. And I just, buff them all up and then I move on with my day. So I don't take a tremendous amount of time getting shoes ready. And I also don't buy shoes that need a lot of time to get ready. I'm obsessed with these shoes right here. These are Vince Camutos. Look at the backs. They have spikes on them. They're just so cute. And then the heel has this like I don't know, it's like an animal snake print with the gold, and they're black suede. They're Vince Camutos size. I don't know what size these are. When did they stop putting sizes on the bottom of these shoes? Oh, bad news, guys. They're my size. So these are 6.5. Oh, yep, they're 6.5. Ooh. All right, enough having fun trying them on. But so I'm a true 6.5. So that's what these are. These Vince Camutos. All right. These are Carlos Santana mules, pointed mules. Super cute. They're called Vicious. So you can be vicious in these shoes, I guess. And they're a size 8.5. Okay, and as incentive to stay on and watch the video, I will tell you about my new barcoding system after I get through a whole bunch of more shoes. So hopefully you'll stay tuned, or just fast forward to that part after if you're watching after the fact. But I thought I would show you what I'm doing with my shoes. So basic shoes like these, Franco Sardo, just nude patent leather heels. You can't go wrong with these because people wear them to work. They always need these basic kind of shoes to wear around. These are adorable. They're 9 West, 8.5 brown leather mules. And I love there's like a suede thing braided or wrapped around it, like with the stitching. It's just really pretty. Okay. I don't know why I buy stuff like this. They end up sitting in my closet. Someone inevitably buys it, but I got these Steve Madden kind of green Croc shoes. I would wear these to work. That's why I buy stuff like this, because I get emotionally attached when I'm sourcing and I'm like, oh, I can't leave them behind. I need them. Someone needs these. And, I mean, you can't go wrong with a silver heel. So, I got those. They're Terra size 6. Oh, they're my size, of course. 6.5B. But I work for myself, and I don't have a dress code, so I don't really need those anymore. These are Carlos by Carlos Santana. Bandit ankle booties. And they've got the buckle on one side and then nothing on the other. And I just love shoes that have this opening here like this so you can wear pants and it looks really cute down in there. These are a size 7. Now, here's the other thing. I sold old tennis shoes from my own closet for like $30 or $40 and they've literally just been sitting in there. So if I can buy things like this for $3 or $4 and all I have to do is clean up the sides for them, I will definitely get them. I was really upset that these were not my size because I've been looking for a pair of these, but these are a size 8 and these are a size 8. So probably the same person donated these and that's why I got them. All right, last pair in that box. I love these. I'm going to freshen up this faux fur, make these shoes look so sexy. But they're faux fur, ankle booties, and the dark. I like how the color is changed. So it's like a darker on the front, and then it blends into the back. And then I'm literally just going to like brush this with our dog fur, or like a dog brush, because it's going to be, I'll just brush it out and make it look all fluffy. How do you get the price off when you write it? So most shoes you can take off. These shoes you can use a magic eraser. These type of shoes you just put acetone nail polish. So I buy this generic stuff at Target for $2 and I use this to take my stuff off. And you just have to be careful. Again, test it before you start dumping nail polish remover all over the shoes. Because the last thing you want to do are ruin the bottom of the shoes. And sometimes you can't get it off. I mean, sometimes it's in there so hard that you can't get it off. And then at that point, you're just kind of, you got to make do with what you can. Okay. Here's my last stack. These are Johnston & Murphy Celinis, and they're in really good shape. Johnston & Murphy, if you can find these in a good shape, these sell for a lot of money, and men are looking for these. Make sure you don't leave money on the men's side. These are Donald Pleiners, knee-high. They're like a faux suede. You can't really tell in the video, but they're like a faux suede, and they stretch, and pointed toe with the little heel on them. So I'll just suede brush these babies up, and they will be ready to go. I like that they stretch. I have cankles. Even when I was super skinny and I was doing my fitness competitions, my ankles were just, it's like my calves just run into my feet. I don't really have, whatever, it is what it is. So I have a really hard time finding boots that fit, but those are really nice because they're stretchy. I loved these, 9 West 9.5. They have a tie on the side, but they're really cute. I don't know if you can tell on the wedge, but the heel actually slims on this side, and then it like curves up here. So it's, I don't know if you can kind of see how that heel goes. Oh, there you go. It's really cute the way it does that. But they both have these really like accented ties on the side, which I like. I'll figure this stuff out eventually doing all this, but you know, it is what it is. Another pair, oh no, these aren't. These are Tahari's. All right, I'm going to tell you a story about boots like these. I went to the Goodwill with the Data Guru over the weekend, and I saw a pair of boots just like this. They might have even been the same boots, and they had them for $29.99, and they were half off, and I put them in my cart thinking, okay, if I sold those for $40, I would probably make about $20 on them. 15. No, less than that. Less than that. But I figured people, they're looking for this. Why would I not buy them? I ultimately ended up putting them back at the Goodwill. I did not end up buying them. I was like, you know, that's a lot of money to spend on those, and I don't want to do it. So sure enough, I was out on Monday. Look what I found. They're almost the exact same boots, and I paid less than $5. But these have at the top, a elastic stretch on the side. And these are an 8.5 medium. All right. Rockport. I don't normally pick up Rockport. My husband wears Rockport because he walks a lot. These are a size 12, but they were in such good shape. They're like almost new at the bottom. So I definitely got those. I'm going to have to figure out how to clean these up. These Ugg mules, I don't know. They're not that bad shape, but for a few dollars, they're pretty good. And they're super soft on the inside. But I'll just polish them up. They should look pretty good. But I haven't been able to figure out. Oh, here it is. I think they're a 5.5 or a 6. Let me see. Yeah, they're a 5. So they're little, size 5. But they're cute. And then I got a similar pair of Michael Kors. They're Kors Michael Kors. But they are just as soft as the Uggs in there. But they're Kors Michael Kors. And they're like a wedge with some stitching on the side. And these are a size 8. So these are an 8. Some vintage Gucci shoes with the G's on them. They're a brown suede. Clean these up. I just love finding this kind of Gucci. These are a size 7. They probably will need to be resold, so I will make sure I put that in the listing. You can kind of see on the bottom how they're not completely flat, but a cobbler can easily fix that, especially with these good made in Italy shoes. So the heels are actually in really good shape. So the soles, they can resole those no problem. All right, these are Cole Haan's men's loafers. These just need polished up, but they're a good size. They're in decent. Once I polish these, they'll look really good. So I got those. All right, I'm going to just tell you a tip about men's shoes, and I think I mentioned this on Instagram. So when you're shopping for men's shoes, a lot of people have these like made in England shoes, and they're not sold in the States. So for instance, these shoes have the Goodyear welted bottom. It says made in England, and they are very, very well made. They're heavy. If you put these shoes next to, I don't think I have. If you put these shoes next to like a pair of Kenneth Cole Reaction men's shoes and you pick them both up, you can definitely feel the weight and the quality of these really nice men's shoes. It's like picking up a pair of Morona shoes and then picking up a pair of Cole Haan shoes. You can tell the difference between the two of them if you just touch and feel and you get to know the leather and the fabrics. So when you're sourcing, the thing about these shoes is that these brands, most of these thrift stores and Goodwills have no clue what they are, and they mark them very low priced. So I have made high profits off of 3 or 4 shoes now that were made in England that I paid $4 or $5 for because they didn't know, they missed it and they didn't know what they were. So that's why it's key to start learning about new brands and new things so that you can grow your business and actually be able to find different stuff. These are Johnston Murphy for women, and they're flats, but they're in really good shape. They're a size 6.5. They're my size. So hopefully that is a tip for you for the men's department. Like these Giorgio Brutinis. Again, another really nice shoe for men that sells for a decent price if you can get it for pretty cheap. So we got these guys right here. Another pair of cowboy boots I picked up. I'm serious, you guys. If you find cowboy boots, even if you have to pay up for them, search the comps for them because it is totally worth it. These are Charlie Horse boots. They're real leather boots. They have a pointed toe. They're a good size. They're in good condition. People buy Western wear all day long because it's so expensive to buy it retail. They're always looking for other options. That's why Lululemon is so hot, because it's so expensive in the stores. They don't have really good sales in there. And so people are looking for this secondary market of these kind of items so that they can get them at a price point they want to, or they feel like they should pay for them. All right. Danskos. Never leave a pair of Danskos unless they are crazy high priced and they're falling apart. Those are my 2 requirements for Danskos. I will pay up to $20 for a pair of Danskos because I can usually flip them for at least $45, $50. These are the patent leather. They've barely been worn. The thing about these, you have to twist the heel from the shoe. So what happens with these is after people wear them for a really long time, the staples in these start to wear out and the heel starts to separate from the shoe. And you can't always tell unless you start to really like wiggle these shoes around to see the actual like condition that they're in. So Danskos, people are buying Danskos like crazy. I've sold them with stains. I've sold them with, missing pieces on them. But I also will pay, I have a threshold dollar amount based on their condition, and it's just in my brain, you guys. There's no like formula or method. It's just in my brain. I know what they sell because I sell them, and I'm able to make a quick judgment call in the stores. Sometimes you have to whip out your phone in the middle of the store and look stuff up, and that's okay. I mean, I do it all the time. I still do it, and I've been doing this for, 15 years, and I'm still looking stuff up. All right, okay, I got a couple more pairs left. These are another pair of Donald Pleiners, and they are knee-high boots. They're like a pleather material. They do stretch again, so they're very stretchy. But I love this like nameplate on the back of these. I really like Donald Pleiner shoes. They're actually very, very comfortable, and they're very good shoes. Okay, I have one more pair of Chukkas. They're also a size 7. They're purple. These guys. These are a little banged up. I'm probably just going to see if I can clean them up. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on it, but I'll see if I can clean them up. And the last thing I got to resell are these Lucky Brand flats. This print is in, and so this cheetah, if you don't know that this print is in, it is right now. It's a hot print. If you look up, Kate Spade has an entire collection right now that's like cheetah leopard print. And I feel like it's kind of always in style. It doesn't really ever go out like, oh, I can't believe you're wearing that. But it definitely has its moments, and now is one of them. So these are another pair that I bought to sell. Now, here's what I started to do with my inventory. I was spending a lot of time trying to find these items in my data spreadsheet. So as I was going to enter the sale price and how much I made on every item, it was taking me a really long time because I had to constantly figure out where it was and Control F, find it, and search for it and all this stuff. So my wonderful husband, the data guru, suggested we do barcoding systems. So I'm trying it out on this whole order, and I'm barcoding this. So so how I'm doing the shoes is the shoes are automatically, once I enter them into Excel. So I have my whole bin, I have my prices, I enter them into Excel, and then I have one of these lovely little guns. Pew pew, pew pew. Right? So I have one of these guns, and I just scan it, and the number populates into the spreadsheet. And then I also can scan this barcode into the SKU on eBay. So there's a custom SKU that no one sees. I can scan it in there. And then when I go to pull these shoes to ship, I just pull up that spreadsheet, I scan it, and it automatically comes up that I sold it. So that way it's much easier for me to find it, to put the price, and to do everything that I need to do. Now, I say this, and I'm telling you this because you do not have to do this when you are getting started. You guys, I have been doing this for 15 years, and it's only since I started scaling up my business to hundreds and hundreds of things a month that I started buying things like lighting and all of these storage bins and boxes. I did not start doing this stuff until this year, and I've been selling for a really, really, really long time. So scale your business with your sales. And what I mean by that is don't go out and spend like a shit ton of money on all of these things that everyone is telling you. I'm sure I'm not the only YouTube reseller that you watch. Don't go out and spend $500 on all of these things that you don't need. Get started by selling your own stuff. Start experimenting with things. And then as you're making sales, use that money to buy something that you will find to be easier. So I would say a good progression would be to go from printing out your labels and taping them into the box to go to these shipping labels. I mean, that to me is a shipping progression and an easy one. It's a cost-effective one. Or, you go to buy your little bags or whatever that you want to put your stuff in, and you make it cutesy pootsy, and you spend a little bit more money on your envelopes. Don't go out and go crazy buying things that you guys don't need right away to get started. You don't need a lighting kit right away unless you're listing in your basement. You don't need a crazy fancy camera if you have any iPhone or Samsung phone. You don't need a fancy DSLR camera. You don't need anything fancy to do this. I would say, you need things like a scale. You need things like a tape measure. Those things are essential. And the other stuff you can get as it comes. I'm going to show you, I'm going to have some wine. Okay, now I'm going to show you shoes I bought for myself while I was sourcing. And then I'll try to go back and read the live chat questions, and I'll answer some of them. So if you have questions, put them in the chat, and I will spend a few minutes answering them for you guys as we wrap this up. So I got these boots for myself. They're Louise C boots. They sell this brand at Saks Fifth Avenue. These are probably $300 boots. And I paid $10 for them at a hospital thrift store. These are going into my own personal collection. And I have fallen into the cheetah trap by keeping these Nanette Lepore, heeled Mary Jane style with the ties. So they also have fur on them. And they have a zipper in the back. So these are going into my own personal collection. And so are these. These are also Clark's, but so when I go out and I'm walking around a lot of places, I can go out and not feel like my feet are going to fall off. And I'm torn on these. I just really like these. They're blue. I love blue shoes. They're blue Jessica Simpson patent leather ankle booties. I mean, they're just so cute. They're a little bit big on me, but I think I'm going to keep them for at least one winter season. And then I can always resell them next time for sure. If you guys just happen to be tuning in, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, because now that I know how to do this and do the video, I can do a lot more of these fun videos during the day with you guys. And the other thing that I want to tell you is, I just lost my train of thought. What was I just going to say? I know. Oh, don't forget to subscribe, which I just said. And, I don't know. Let me move this and answer some of your questions. And then we'll go from there. I'm sure I'll remember. I know for a fact I'll remember what it is. Okay, let me scroll up here. Okay, so let's see. So if you've watched any of my newer videos, you will see that I am really trying to stick to the $5 or below sales price purchase price for the items that I'm sourcing. I am sourcing, I know what I was going to tell you. I am sourcing smarter, not harder now. So for me, that means buying things at a reduced cost and being able to sell them at a nice profit. So each of my items I'm trying to sell for at least a $20 profit. And if you've watched any of my other stuff, you'll know that, or if you watch my income report video from September, I definitely beat that. And I don't think I have it up here, but it was like 20 some dollars. I've had a couple really high sales with high profits last month. But because I have chronic health issues, I try to ebb and flow and go with how I feel. So I felt okay on Monday, and I went and I bought all of this stuff. So I have tons of inventory to get done. Now, I also need to get this stuff listed because we're moving and we need a security deposit for our new place. So I really have to kind of now get this stuff done so I can do that. So for me and my business, yes, I am trying to stick to a $5 price point. Now, I also know resellers who stick to like a $2 price point, and they go to the Goodwill outlets or the bins, you know, and they're buying things like that for a very low cost. So they're doing very low cost and high volume, selling, you know, hundreds and hundreds of things per month, or even thousands, some of them. So that, you know, it all depends on your business and what you guys need to make financially and what you can source. All right. Oh, I've done that before where you both buy the same. Yeah, somebody said they bought a pair of shoes and they were the same size or the same exact shoe and this right. They were both 2 right feet, and I've totally done that as well. All right, let's see. Yeah, why? I mean, why can't you have? I mean, we don't have kids, so I mean, my dogs are having nap time and I'm drinking. I mean, as long as you don't get drunk, why can't you have wine when your kid's napping? Okay, let's see. Okay, we talked about how to get a price off the bottom of the shoes, and we talked about that. And yes, so if you guys are interested, my eBay store is Boss Lady Resale, and on Poshmark, I'm Boss Lady Resale. So you guys can go check out my store, look at my pictures, any of that stuff. Yeah, so someone commented about the shoes being in really good condition. I have kind of evolved my shoe purchasing quite a bit since I started thrifting for more of a full-time gig, because I literally have no desire to clean these shoes. So for me, I want to make sure that I'm getting the biggest bang for my money with these. And by me spending an hour washing shoes and taking the laces out and doing all this stuff, unless it's $50 or more profit, I'm just not doing it anymore. Yeah, all of this stuff will be posted on my stores. Like I said, if you're interested in buying anything, before it goes up online, I'll give you a better price. Let's see. Yeah, I have no idea how I'm going to put you. Okay, you can't really see. Let me see if I can turn this so you can see. All right, so these are the shoes, and then that's my dog, and then it's literally just stuff everywhere. So, I mean, these are just I don't know where the thing is. These are just piles and piles and piles of clothes and jeans and shoes that I need to list. So I will not be sourcing until it is all listed. I can promise you that. Let's see. Okay, just wanted to know your okay, listen, I just posted about this on Instagram. So someone asked what my markdown schedule is. I believe that there are sometimes items that you have that people are, they just haven't found it yet. So sometimes there are items in a specific size or color or style. You have to remember that we're selling one thing, right? We don't have 30 pairs of the same shoes to sell. So that makes it even more important to be able to find the right buyer for that item. We have 30 pairs of shoes, but I mean, how many sizes of shoes did I just list in all of these bins? I mean, I've ranged from size 5 to a size 10 on these shoes, and this is just 40 pairs of shoes. So imagine how many times have you gone to someone's eBay store, you've been searching for something, and you find the exact dress that you want, but it's a size, 2 and you're a size 8. So sometimes as far as marking things down, if I know it's an item of value and I know it just hasn't found the owner yet, I will just keep it at the same price and relisting it on eBay as sell similar or keeping it on Poshmark. Now, if it's something seasonal that I'm trying to kind of get rid of, then I will like slowly try to mark it down. If it's something that I've had like zero interest on, then I know that was a really bad buy. And I'll just, like right now, so for now to the end of the year, I'm doing 99-cent auctions on several things that I've had since December and January of this year that I'm just trying to clean out. I want to clean out as much as I can. And I have 4 things from last year that haven't sold yet. That's it. So out of over 2,000 items that I have had in my inventory, I only have 4 things for longer than a year. I don't want you guys to be keeping all sorts of stuff in your inventory if you don't need to. So you can mark stuff down, you can have some sales, you can play around with that a little bit. But really it's going to be up to you and your business. And there are a lot of, all right, I'm going to give you like a public service announcement. Why does that do that? There are a lot of things that resellers with lots of experience are going to share with you that truly you can only learn through experience, okay? There are things that I just know that I know how to do or I know how to price because I've been doing it for so long. There is no I can't even give you a school on it or a class on it or a method on it because it's just, I can't teach you how to feel those leather men's shoes from England. I can't, that's something that I really can't teach. It's years and years and years of going and touching and picking those things up and feeling them and weighing them. That's really how I've learned how to do all of this. It's not because I was in a mastermind group or I took a course or whatever. It's truly just years and years and years of experience. So it's also years and years and years of losing money on stuff and, effing up basically and being like, oops, learning lesson there. I'm not going to do that again. So hopefully that helps you a little bit. So don't beat yourself up if you don't always understand the advice that you are hearing from people who have been doing this a long time, because it's not necessarily something that can be taught. It's just something that over time you will learn, as long as you allow yourself to learn. Oh my gosh, Desiree, can you send me a message about that? Because that's pretty exciting, that you were selling stuff at flea markets and then you started watching my videos and making more money. I love that. You guys, this is why I do this, because it has been I'm going to tear up. It has been so defeating for me the last couple years to go from owning a fitness studio to moving to a new state to being a general manager of a large fitness studio here and then being sick and not being able to do it, having a surgery, thinking that I'm all better, becoming a general manager at another location, having another surgery and not getting better. And I want to teach anybody who doesn't feel like they can make money or pay their medical bills or they're drowning in debt or their kid needs something. This is why I'm doing this. I share everything that I know, and I share all of this information with you so that you can have a little bit of knowledge and ease going into something like this, a side business, a hustle, whatever it is, and make your life better and less stressful so you don't have to go through the things that I did, or you don't have to go through it anymore. That's why I do this. I do it to help everybody else because I know how hard it is. And I'm so humbled and honored by all of you who watch me and like my videos and share my stuff. There are no words for me. And as you watch my videos, I'm rarely speechless. So for me to be speechless and so humbled, I thank you from the bottom of my heart. Okay, the price, sorry, as I digress into that, you get price tags, you can, all right, price sticker, sorry, hang on. I need some wine after that, you guys. I didn't definitely. Okay, so, all right, how do I get the price off the bottom of a shoe? You can do a couple things. You can use a magic eraser. You can use acetone nail polish remover. If there's stickers that you can't get off, all you have to do is take a blow dryer and blow it on the sticker until the glue heats up, and then it will just peel right off. So that is something that you can easily do. So those are my kind of 3 methods on how I get tags off of shoes. How do you compete with other resellers at thrift shops? I feel overwhelmed and discouraged when I see other resellers. Okay, all right. There is enough stuff to sell. I promise you. I live in Northern Virginia where the prices are astronomical, and it just takes getting more creative with what you're buying. And that's why I can't emphasize enough to learn about these other brands that they might not pick up on, right? So if you know about these made in England shoes, you can get those made in England shoes for a great price and make money on them. I have started going like far away to source and finding these like little places that you would not necessarily want to go to. However, I will give you a really great tip. All right, this entire pile under the shoes here, these are all blazers. There are like 50 blazers under here, and I paid less than $3 for all of those at a thrift store. Now, the thrift store I went to is not a thrift store where people are going to buy blazers. If you live in a major metropolitan area, there are certain thrift stores where in the higher end parts of town where people are going to go look for suits and blazers and those kind of things, right? To either buy for themselves or to resell. If you go to a part of town or an area where people are not looking for those things, you can hit a gold mine. And sometimes it takes a little bit of driving, a little bit of creativity, a little bit of like, where should I go? But I can tell you that the part of town I was in, the folks in there at that thrift store were not looking for J. Crew blazers, Ann Taylor blazers, Banana Republic blazers, Talbot's blazers, all of these things, Tahari blazers, all of the stuff that I bought back here, they weren't looking for, okay? Now, the jeans were really picked over, but that's also where I got all of these great shoes from. You know why? Because most of these shoes are shoes that people would wear to an office or a workplace of that nature. And again, where I was not where these people where the other buyers are gonna be there. So you have to start looking outside of your circle. You have to start getting more creative. Start asking friends and families. I mean, you guys, after Christmas, people are going to have a buttload of stuff in their house to get rid of because they have all this new stuff coming in after the holidays. That is a perfect time to be like, new year, new you. I just started a reselling business, a side hustle. Let me come help you clean out your house. I will come to your house, buy stuff on site from you, and I will haul it away, because most of the time your real friends and family will be like, listen, just come pick what you want, donate, whatever. As long as you just come take it out of my house, I don't even want any money. Okay, so get creative with this kind of stuff, because there are definitely other ways to do it than going and competing with people at the stores. I'm glad you guys enjoy my humor, because it's crazy. All right, let's see. Oh my gosh. Redivision, you and I need to be friends. I can help you with consignment stuff. Yes, send me a message. Send me a message on here and we'll work something out. Or just start listing for sure. Let's see. Yeah, start listing. Stop buying stuff. Okay, so, all right, you guys, we got 4 minutes left. And so if you have questions, ask them now. Because I have to feed my dogs, and the data guru is coming home, and we need to run some errands tonight. So you guys, I'll stay on for another 4 minutes. Okay. No, I sell on Poshmark and eBay primarily. Those are the two places that I am making the most money every month. I have started to list on Mercari, and I have stopped listing on Tradesy. I have a whole nother video about Tradesy on my page. If you want to go watch that, go over there and watch that. Mercari is a different beast. I'm still learning it. It seems to be, it's different. I'm still learning it. I don't feel comfortable making a video about it right yet because I'm still kind of getting the hang of it. I think by the end of the year, give me a couple more weeks of listing some stuff and I'll kind of get the feel of it. I know that Mercari is good for hard goods. So hard goods are like Raid Done and all of those kind of things, that kind of stuff. So because the shipping is a lot cheaper on there, and so but it's not allowed on Poshmark. I also sell things once in a while on Instagram. I don't use Instagram as a business as an avenue to sell things constantly. For me, my Instagram is my brand to help others build their side hustles and their reselling business, and to just kind of give a glimpse of my life. So I try not to bombard people with like, buy this is the price, and DM me and all that stuff. So sometimes if I find unique stuff, I'll post it on there, and I usually have just a couple Instagram sales a month. I also have some vintage things that I sell on Etsy. I've only sold 3 things on Etsy in the whole entire year. It's not something I put a lot of effort into. I sold disco roller skates on there. I've sold a Cleveland Indians starters jacket from like 1985. And what else? Oh, I think I sold a sequins top on there. So I don't sell a tremendous amount of stuff on there. Let's see. Okay, the Real. I don't really find those brands that the Real takes. I don't know. I mean, I know on Instagram, I have several people that I follow that make a decent amount of money on the Real, but they have changed their payout structure also. So the sellers are getting less if it's under, I want to say $250. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think if it's under $250. It used to be like under 100 and now it's 250, but whatever. They changed their pay schedule. So people are making less money and they're less interested in selling it if it's under that dollar amount, right? So they're just listing it themselves on eBay. So, the Real is okay. Redivision, if you have designer bags, the Real might be actually a really great option for you, because if you live in a major metro area, they will even come to your house. They have a concierge. And if you have higher end bags, so I have a Gucci bag that's a very big Jackie bag. It's like, it weighs like 10 pounds with nothing in it. And I've gone back and forth with whether or not I want to sell it. It's just really heavy. It doesn't have a long strap. I don't know, but I really like it. It was like the first thing I bought with one of my big commission checks. So there's like this emotional attachment to it. But if I were going to sell it, I would definitely try to sell it on Poshmark or eBay because the fees are less. But I think if you sell a bag over a certain, I think it's, what is it? Like $1,000 or something. No, it's like I don't know what it is. If you sell something over like $1,000 on the Real, it's like 70%. I don't know. I'm just talking out of my ass at this point. But I think that's what it is. I don't know. I wish you could see my pug right now because he is cracking me up. Anyway. All right, any other questions? No? All right, I have an idea. There's like 50 or so of you watching. Some of you probably just have me on in the background, and it's totally fine. But I was thinking that maybe we could do something like once a week where we just, I showcase some things that I got. We have like an educational lesson on here. And then it gives you an opportunity to kind of answer my questions. Or I can answer your questions. I guess you could answer my questions. You did tell me that you could hear my sound, right? So that's a good thing. But anyway, I need to get going. And if you have any other questions, I'm hoping by tomorrow I will have all of these shoes listed on eBay and Poshmark. So by the end of the day, they will be listed. If you want a better price than what I'm going to list them for, make sure you send me a message like ASAP. Boss Lady Resale on Instagram, a DM is the easiest way because I can keep track of them on there. I have other sales on there, so that's probably the easiest for me. I will put so in the bottom of all of my videos are all of the things that I use for when I'm reselling. Every single item in there is an affiliate link, so if you buy it at like 3 cents, I don't know how much I get, but it's not very much. It's like pennies on the dollar. But I would appreciate it if you support me, and if you do, I will continue to provide all of this great information without charging fees for all of this stuff. And because I really truly, out of the bottom of my heart, I really love to do it, but because I have affiliate links that FCC says I have to disclose it, whatever. But every single item that I have in my description, is, and I think I need to put it in here, but every single item that's on there is an item that I personally use. There is nothing in there that I'm like, ooh, I'm going to make $100 if you buy this steamer. There is nothing like that in there. It's legit. If you came to my house, you would find every single thing somewhere here in our apartment. So I will make sure that I put that. I thought I had it here. Oh, here it is. Okay, so I'll make sure I put this in the description, and I'll make sure that gets done. Again, thank you so much for watching. This was so fun. I'm glad I figured out this webcam thing because I'm so smart that I figured it out, that I appreciate you watching, and I will see you guys next time. We will definitely, I don't get notifications about messages on here. I need to figure that out. So if you've been sending me messages, don't feel bad because I probably haven't gotten them. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram, Boss Lady Resale. Don't forget to subscribe to my video. And if you want more information, you can always go to my blog at bexabosslady.com. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.